The penultimate episode of the studio, titled CinemaCon, is now up on Apple TV. In this episode, the gang is going to CinemaCon, which is the show's version of Comic-Con, where they are presenting their whole entire slate of movies, and it's all of the fake movies that we've seen all year. Kool-Aid is their headliner. You have Alphabet City, Blackwing. Everything, every movie we've seen is being presented, and they have this big presentation. They find out Griffin Mill returns, Bryan Cranston's character. It's the first time he's been back since episode 1. And he tells them that Amazon has placed a bid to buy Continental Studios. And if they don't really knock it out of the park with the presentation at CinemaCon, then the board is going to approve the sale. And they're all going to be out of jobs. This is hindered by the fact that Matt brought shrooms given to him by Dave Franco's drug dealer into the party, and everybody does shrooms and gets messed up, especially Griffin Mill, who's Bryan Cranston, who's scheduled to present at CinemaCon. He gets the most messed up out of everybody. Zoe Kravitz shows up, who is also presenting for Blackwing, and she unknowingly does shrooms when Matt tells her there's a quote-unquote old school Hollywood buffet, and she doesn't know what that means, and I don't think anybody knows what that means except for Matt. And the episode ends with everybody on shrooms having to present, and it's the morning. We get a old school to be continued at the end of this episode, which I really enjoyed. We all know that most of these shows are to be continued, but that was cool. That was something from like the 80s or 90s. Really funny episode. I enjoyed, just like there's a running gag that they do for about 25 to 35 minutes, and this episode was 35. I really look forward to seeing what's happened. Dave Franco was hilarious in this episode. Matt misjudges how strong the shrooms were, and he says they're 2/8 of a gram, and Dave Franco is just like 2/8 of an ounce. 2/8 of a gram is not a thing. I don't know drug terminology, but I assume he does. This episode was like the movie Climax, but funny. That's not a recommendation for Climax. I wouldn't do that to you, but it's something you might want to see. Again, I don't recommend that movie. But this episode, I do recommend this episode. I'll give this an 8.3 out of 10, and we got one left. I'm really excited to see what happens in the finale.